sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with that other team here in the metropolitan area, the New York Giants. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
We're going to sign
47. Mike's 47.
Here I come. Lady. Here we go.
47 is the Mike, boys. 47. Check.
Cut.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Put that team on the bus.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up 3rd down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to 3rd down and making a play there.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Down.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Yes. Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing Jones, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker C.J. Mosley there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Blue draw Corker. Check.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike's 47.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. 47.
On second down now, Muhammad. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're going to start.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Yeah. We don't want none.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the lane. Go.
Now Jones. he jumps over him into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Nice pick, nice pick.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Check it, lady. Red 80.
On first down, Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Shift.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Red 80.
Here's Muhammad. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Red 80.
47 Mike.
Hey, Delta. Hey, come on, no, come on. That's it.
Now on 2nd and 16. Darnold. And it's caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
It's a gain of 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check, 47. 65.
Darnold a sneak, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sam Darnold with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Jones. Off play action. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
On 1st and 10, Darnold.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Completes it to Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Faking the give, Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Darnold, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Strip that ball.
To the air again, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A first down throw, Darnold. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Check the outs, check the outs.
Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's how we do
I
it.
think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
54 Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Get it.
Jones now on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
They're running it.
Now it's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
90 Wolf.
Watch 54. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-4, Mike.
Ready?
Jones to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Joker.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
No gain, no touch. No gain.
To throw is Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike, 54.
Check pass, check pass.
Now Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Let's go.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jones off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now left side on the swing pass. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Come on, set. Hand two stop. General West. Come on, boy. Hey,
On first down, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Ready?
Mike 57.
No chance. Get it.
On first and 10 is Connor. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Exit.
Brings up second and 7.
Here's a second and 7. It's caught by Aguilar.
Jones pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brad McDougald. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Darnold now to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. It got his man complete. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett, 93 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
No, off.
Jones now. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here.
It's been a tough one.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
25, check 25, check 25.
Show an 8, show an 8. Hey, switch. 36. Whip. Watch the whip.
No, lady.
Darnold on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They're going to try and throw. And Tate's got it. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
6-3. 2-18, jump.
3. Check 31. Check 31.
Go.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Jones on third down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On first down, Muhammad. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Here's Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Golden Tate's gonna go. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Yeah, baby.
Golden Tate with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Slam, slam, slam. Big grip, big grip.
Throwing Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Faking the give, Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Jones. Here's a screen to Powell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Come on now.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brad McDougald. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about
rush coming, and he's taken down. Kareem Martin, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Darnold, and he's going to go down again. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, Muhammad. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Man, I got you. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, orbit.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
They don't want it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Jack. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go again with Muhammad. And an alley to run. He's at the 30. And he cuts right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check, crunch. Check 9.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
Looking to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it was a game they really needed. 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew...